Thames Valley Police, what's your emergency?
I've got 4 masked men outside my house and they've got weapons. Oh, and they're stealing my swab bike. I'm going out there now.
No, don't go out there.
I'm going out there now.
No, because if they've got weapons...
By all accounts, Andrew Harper was an extremely popular and dedicated officer. He'd been married just 4 weeks before the tragic events that ended his life.
We all call him Harps. We've always known him as Harps. And you cannot imagine a more gentle giant. He was the nicest chap you'd ever meet. He was always smiling and he was always great fun. I've known him since we first joined the police. When Harps joined traffic at Amersham together, we were on the same team and we worked very closely there. We also live not that far away from each other, so not only would we meet up outside of work, when you spend your 9 hours together at work, normally more than that, you're building a bond, you spend a lot of time together.
Andrew was a great officer, really highly regarded by friends and colleagues within Thames Valley Police. He'd always wanted to be a police officer, and he joined us in 2010 as a special constable. Spent a year doing that before joining us as a regular officer in 2011. Joined Roads Policing Unit some time later, and then had been on his proactive policing unit for 6 weeks at the time of his death. Personally, big character, very well regarded police officer. The type of officer that you'd want to work with, and the public would want turning up at their incident.
Today, with police in Berkshire mourning one of their own killed as he investigated reports of a burglary. Thames Valley Police said today that Police Constable Andrew Harper died after being dragged behind a moving vehicle.
As Chief Constable, I'll never forget that day when you get the call to tell you that one of your officers has been killed. The impact on friends and colleagues directly who worked with Andrew, who were at the scene, who were with him when he died, was significant.
When it's one of your own, it's a very different set of circumstances. It brings up whole new emotions from inside that you probably never even realised you had. When it's someone you're close to, someone young, someone that's your friend, someone you love, someone you care about, someone you've spent a lot of time with, you put on a strong face when it comes to work, and you deal with it in your own way. So the whole, it's immeasurable. You never really, I don't think you'll ever come to terms with it. I personally will never come to terms with it. But you spend time thinking about it. And, yeah, trying to find the good in it. Sorry.
We have officers that have given their lives over many years, and tragically we will have more officers in the future who will give their lives in the service of their communities. To have a memorial that's recognised nationally at the Arboretum, it maintains their memory for those generations of police officers that will come behind them, who need to remember the sacrifice of their colleagues because they walk in their shoes. When we have tragic events like Andrew's death, that brings to the fore of the public's perception the sacrifice and endeavour of police officers and staff across the UK. When things are at their worst for the public, we should be at our very best. And on that day, Andrew was, and unfortunately paid the ultimate price for that endeavour.
If I was going to remember Harps, I just would like to remember him with a smile, because that's the sort of chap he was. He was completely committed to the police. He absolutely adored it. He enjoyed his job, he loved working, and I hope that's how he'll be remembered. That's how I'd like him to be remembered. That's how I remember him. That and as a friend.